Hello, everyone. Welcome to It's Sybil. I am Sybil Wilkes, and it is Aprylete Day. How are you?
Hello, I am well. How are you?
I am doing well as well, as you said. How's this week been for you? Are you adjusting to the cooler weather?
No,
Okay.
I am disappointed. No, I do not like the cold. I actually turned on my heat, and all
Mhm.
them folks out there might be like, "Oh, don't turn on your heat, baby." I needed the heat. I put on my fuzzy socks, and we have the weighted blanket on and all. And coming from St. Louis, I should be,
Right.
adapted to the cold, but I just don't like the cold.
Oh.
Mm, I don't like that. I don't. It's not my thing. So I will be probably complaining a little bit about the cold weather.
Well, when you get that first electric bill, and it's like, okay, so there's no difference between the air conditioner and now the furnace.
Man,
Um,
what's up with that in Texas though? Is that the thing? And then honestly, when I looked at when I went to the electric, website, they were saying I can buy packages, like they're already going to pre-charge me. And this
yeah.
was like 175 and higher. Nothing cheaper than 175. That's ridiculous.
Well, they have different, and this is inside baseball. I don't know if everybody has this in their various cities, but they have different companies that they buy their electricity from. And some
Mm,
companies are cheaper than others. And so
mm,
they are kind of a barter system, I guess, or maybe a promoter or something in that effect.
yeah.
But anyway, they put you together with a company that works for you and your budget.
Right.
It's pretty ridiculous. It's like you're the company, Atmos or TXU or whoever you are, just give me the best package.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
I'm not
ridiculous.
really feeling that. And I'm not used to that because it wasn't like that in St. Louis or Atlanta. So this is different for me.
Yeah, well, Texas all the way around is different. It's supposed to get warmer. I did not get outside at all today, so I can't even tell you if it was warmer. It's supposed to get warmer, and just looking at what they say, it's pretty much where it was this time yesterday and day before, about 60 degrees. So not
Hmm.
bad, but the sun has been out.
Yeah, the sun has been out, which is absolutely amazing. We love a good sunshine on the face. Gucci loves to sunbathe by the window. So A+ on the sunshine.
And are you getting used to the days of sunlight getting shorter? I know you talk about that in the newsletter. Uh,
Yeah.
it the sun is going down earlier,
Yes.
and it's coming up later. I know I got up this morning to go to the bathroom. It was like 5 o'clock, and sometimes it's just darker than others.
Hmm.
And then I wasn't able to fall back asleep immediately. About another hour and a half, it was still really dark. I'm
Hmm.
like, this is crazy.
Yeah, no, it feels different. It's like your body is kind of out of whack, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
A reminder that daylight saving time is coming to an end, and Aprilette is talking about that in the newsletter. Our What You Need to Know newsletter is absolutely free. We'd love to have you subscribe and be a part of our What You Need to Know news crew in the stories that affect us, whether it's politics or in Aprillette's case, mental health and wellness, LGBTQ plus that Quinn Townsend Riley gives us, social justice from Coy Malone, and politics from Cameron Riley, as well as Little No Black History Fact, HBCU Corner, you name it. And all of these things are in there. And we'd love to have you. So just go to SybilWilkes.com, give us your name and your email address, and we'll have it in your email box every Monday through Friday morning. So Aprilette is our mental health and wellness contributor. And tell us, how can the end of daylight saving time affect our mental health?
Yes. So what studies have shown, it does not cause any mental health conditions, so no one has to worry about that, but it can make them worse if you already have a precondition.
Mm.
So according to some doctors, they say around this time, when the time falls back and it's fall time, they see a lot of more depression, anxiety, and even some suicidal thoughts because of the clock changes. And this is changing the biological clock that's within.
Mhm.
And so at the end of daylight saving time, of course, it's going to bring that reduced sunlight. And so when you think about getting outside, that boosts your serotonin, the vitamin D levels, and everything. So this is actually called seasonal affective disorder, which is a type of depression that is triggered from the seasons changing. That's a real thing, and it can happen in the summer, but most common is in the fall. And about 5% of the population in the U.S. Experience seasonal affective disorder. So pretty much some of the biggest factors is sleep disruption as well. So when you're going to be gaining an hour of sleep, but your body is still being disrupted because we're normally on a 24-hour cycle. And so when that is disrupted, that causes some insomnia, that can cause some anxiety, that could cause some depression, some things that we normally don't maybe think about, but that is something that happens to the body. And according to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, they said that in this transition, both in and out of daylight saving time, it affects the, how do I say this word? Circadian rhythms of our sleep.
Circadian, yeah.
Yes, thank you. Circadian rhythms of our sleep.
So I think that I am affected by seasonal affective disorder. I know that I don't like the fact that, the sun goes down so early. This past week with Halloween, and it was dark, it's dark by the time we get off the air, and the kids were out, just a few kids were out in terms of coming, and knocking on the door for Halloween candy and things like that. So, and as I said, when I wake up in the morning, and it may be just to go to the bathroom, even by 7:30, it's still dark outside.
It's still dark.
And one of the things that I did, I don't mean to cut you off, but one of the things that I did last year is I bought new light bulbs for my ceiling fan lights, and they are supposed to help you and give you the extra light, as it were, that you may need. I don't see it having a difference, but I'm and I've had them now for a year.
Do you keep them on? Okay, and another thing is because there is something called light therapy treatment. So you bought the light bulbs, right? But maybe you should think about getting something that's a little smaller that you can plug in, like that's directly on you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And you can just
maybe the lamp next to my bed. Maybe I'll do that for the next. Okay.
That could definitely help. And also vitamin D. So this is really important to kind of boost up your vitamin D around this time, since there's not a lot of sunlight. And like I said earlier, that's going to change your serotonin levels, which is your mood. And so that will help kind of boost your mood a little bit when you boost that serotonin, because now that there's not a lot of sunlight, and y'all, I am not a doctor, I just do my research, right? But now,
well, let me ask you this, not a doctor, Aprylete, does it help you? Do you find that, doing these things helps you?
Vitamin D, absolutely. Like I actually go to the doctor and get a prescription for vitamin D because I know there is a deficiency and my mood is a little more lethargic. And now without the sunlight, you have a boost in melatonin, and that is like that part of us that kind of keeps us sluggish and sleepy and things like that. And that's going to be elevated when the time goes back. So there's a lot of factors to kind of think about. And again, like I said, if you don't already have a precondition, this is not going to, create a mental health challenge for you, but you will feel something kind of different in your mood. But if you do, like how you said, Sybil, you know that you don't like it. And if this is something that persists, where it's just like, ooh, I'm not feeling good for 2-3 weeks at a time, and it's just hard to function, that's when you really should kind of reach out to a doctor,
a professional, right?
To really check that out, because it's something real and it's okay. But we just have to, find some treatment to make ourselves feel better.
Right. And I'm not opposed to that, trust and believe, but I think just the idea of having those bulbs but like you said, even sometimes I work in my bedroom, and I need to change the lights, the bulbs in there as well. And I just spent a fortune on bulbs in another room, but I will definitely, I'll do that.
Get some for the bedroom.
Yeah, exactly. And for the ceiling fan lights in my bedroom, which are really difficult to change, and what this is going to take is getting a new ceiling fan with the kind of bulbs and sockets.
It's like, oh my goodness, it started a trickle down effect. Let me say something about light bulbs. I had to change one of the light bulbs in my apartment, and there is a socket or something, it's not just the normal twisty screwy. I
Right.
bought light bulbs, and I bought them off of Amazon, and I needed the maintenance to come and put it up because I have high ceilings. And he was like, "Oh, honey, these are not going to work. You need an adapter." An adapter for light
Yeah,
bulbs.
yeah. I had to do that at my mom's house in Chicago, and it's like it's a wide adapter because the size of the screw in part going into the socket does not fit the socket of the
Gotcha.
lighting appliance. And
Gotcha.
so you got to find this adapter and then screw your bulb into the
That is
adapter.
such a
And
task that's beyond me. I'm
yeah, it's
like,
really
I thought I could run
ridiculous.
to the Dollar Tree, grab
Right,
some
right.
bulbs, come back home. Like that is so beyond me. I say, oh, this became a
It
handyman
became a
project.
thing. Yeah. It's a DIY thing. It's
Ridiculous.
like,
Oh my goodness.
ay,
All
ay,
I
ay.
wanted was some cute little purple sexy lights. And I was just moved in the house, and it became a whole task. I say, well, forget the light bulbs. And so, look, they're still sitting on my counter. I have not even used the light bulb.
Oh no.
No.
So
Mm-mm.
okay, so let me be your bulb adapter person.
Okay.
And I'll make sure that that happens.
Thank you, my friend. Thank
I,
you.
I I wish I'd known that when I saw you a couple of weekends ago. We could have made the exchange and we could have made that
Yes.
happen
Okay.
for
Well,
you.
now you know.
Okay, and that's what you need to know. So, so that's what we talk about. So some of the things Aprilette has given us advice during this season and the change in time. Uh, a lot of people do better when daylight saving time comes into effect in the spring. The more
Mhm.
hours of sunlight and what have you, and get out there and have some fun and things like that. But do you think the holidays also play a part
Ooh,
in
baby,
that?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's something that's creeping up, especially when you are maybe in another city by yourself, if you have some loss in the family, if you know the traditions are different this year, like the holidays play a really, really big part when it comes to feeling depressed or anxiety or anything else around just this season. So this is going to be a season. This is going to be a season.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
might need Miss Astrology to, let us know what's going to happen, predict some stuff, okay?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, and she will definitely give us that. But I think that you've given us some things to think about, and how might we dig ourselves out of the blues, the doldrums, if you will, and put our houses on the right track in terms of lighting and maybe even scents. And things
Mhm.
to lavender or eucalyptus or whatever to kind of lift your spirits a little
Those are
bit.
good. And I
Yeah.
actually just bought a plant. So plants are good as well. I just bought a plant because I know for a fact it's about to start happening. It's about to hit me.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have my prescription for vitamin D. I got me a new plant. You said the light bulbs, so we'll get the light bulbs together. So these are the things, and just having conversations, like talking to your girlfriends, talking to your family. Make sure you keep in that open line, and making sure that you keep the numbers handy for you whenever you need them. That 988 number, if you need to talk to someone
Yeah.
quick.
Right.
That's important. And then your family and friends, like definitely keep them involved on how you're feeling. Just check in and check up, like how we do here. Just check in and check up.
So one of the things that I decided that I haven't done in a couple of years, like before the pandemic, is to get a live Christmas tree again, and
A live
only
Christmas
a
tree.
live Christmas tree because I like the fragrance,
Okay.
and I like I may put some lights on it, I may not, but and all of my ornaments are in Chicago, I think, but as far as just the fragrance of
Mm-hmm.
evergreen and walking into the house or to the living room where the tree may be situated, and that does something as well.
Yeah,
Now taking it down leads to another period.
it
Um,
is.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's
but
a whole notion too. And then
mhm,
with the taking down a real tree like that, don't you have to take it to maybe like a certain spot where they can like maybe biodegrade. I'm
Mulch
not.
it, yeah,
Yeah.
and then they can, and it depends on what you have on it. Because if you have like garland and stuff, they want you to take all that stuff off because
Mm,
they say it's not biodegradable and things like that. But yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
gotcha. Okay, it's a thing. She like that for me. I love that. I love
um,
I love apple scent around this time. Apple scent does it for me. Throw
oh,
on some
good.
apple cinnamon, something that's warm and cold. Yeah.
And that's a good scent if you're trying to sell your house, they say. If you put
Really?
that, yeah, if you have a pot full of water and put apple and cinnamon in the water, that fragrance
Mhm.
makes people feel comfortable and at home.
Yep, that homie. All right,
Yes.
y'all. Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
that.
yeah. So we'll see what happens. Amongst the other articles that are in today's What You Need to Know newsletter in our partnership with Black Health Matters, they're talking about atopic dermatitis or eczema. I start itching in the Black community. It's also called eczema. Is a chronic skin disease resulting in very itchy, dry rashes or patches. The signs and symptoms of atopic dermatitis can first appear either in childhood or adulthood. They often persist with a coming and going pattern for years, with a large toll on the quality of life for patients as well as other members of their household. I have very sensitive skin. I've never had dermatitis or eczema, or psoriasis, or any of
Mhm.
those things, but I do have sensitive skin where I do itch and need some sort of medications from time to
Mm.
time. But this atopic dermatitis is the most common chronic inflammatory skin disease, and it's shown that the risk of atopic dermatitis may be higher among individuals of color.
Mm.
So, Black people, brown people, the reasons for this are still unknown, but we are believed to involve genetics, ancestry, social, and environmental factors, and the
Interesting.
subject of further study for a very long time. I look forward to this. When we had our detox weekend, a friend of Yolanda's had, I think she had eczema, and it was on her hands, and she diagnosed herself.
Hmm.
The doctors not giving her much, and she said she went to Dr. Google, and I don't know if she's come back with a doctor who has confirmed her
Right.
diagnosis, but sometimes it is just enough. If you see it, and it was just in the palms of her hands. I
Mhm.
have dry patches like my elbows and stuff, and then nerves also play a part with me. But
Do
I
you use
have
anything in particular, like a thick Nivea cream or like something?
I have had Nivea all my life. I don't remember a day in my life in which I've not had Nivea or Eucerin in my life.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes it does require a thick cream. Um,
A
and
oatmeal bath. I know, like the
I'm
kids
not
use
a bath
oatmeal.
person, but I do, do the brush and scrape off the old skin and
Mhm.
then pat myself dry and then just slather the Nivea and stuff on. Do you have that too?
No, I use Nivea because I enjoy it because I love to be super moisturized. But
Mm-hmm.
no, I have not experienced any eczema or anything like that. But what I have experienced recently is my face being a little dry. And I don't know if it's the weather change or the water here in Texas. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, I've never had dry. I'm an oily girl. I'm an oily
Mm-hmm.
girl for sure. But my face has been like, ooh, like it's been a little dry.
Yeah, humidity in the house also helps with that.
Okay.
And I found that as I get older, the skin does get drier for me too. And so, putting moisturize in my face, which I didn't normally have to do after, as I prepare for bed, and you're washing my face and if there's any makeup and stuff, and then putting a moisturizer
Yeah.
on my face. And
Oh, I look like a glazed donut when I go to bed, baby.
right, right.
I
And
got full. I
and depending on the sheets, you kind of slide.
for real.
Yep, yep, absolutely, absolutely. So, those are some of the things we talk about in the What You Need to Know newsletter. As I mentioned, the Little Known Black History Fact is fascinating to me. A young woman has become the first female to score in a D1 HBCU football game.
Yeah.
This is really interesting. Take a look at this. She's at Jackson State. Check that out in our newsletter as well. So thanks, Aprylete. It's Aprylete and Sybil talking skincare. Let's move to our what's really going on question, and this is our question of the day. And this is now, it's that time of year. We mentioned with the holidays and everything. Media maven Oprah Winfrey just dropped her annual list of favorite things.
Okay.
And
Everybody goes wild when she drops this list.
yeah, and a lot of people, if you can get on Oprah's radar, and she picks one of your products, you can do quite well.
Mhm.
I know J. Anthony Brown has been, threatening to send her his hot sauce for a very long time, but for whatever reason, it doesn't get to her or whatever. But most definitely, Oprah's favorite things are out there. So that is what we're going to talk about in what's really going on. She has 112 picks of her own,
Okay.
from food to fashion and more. And many of the selections are from small businesses. They are also available to purchase from her favorite things Amazon storefront.
Oh, this Amazon storefront. Everybody and their mama got an Amazon storefront. I'm about to start me one. Go get
What are you gonna sell?
doggy clothes. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah. Okay, you sell doggy clothes. We'll get Quinn to sell cat clothes. I know, and I'll just
What you gonna sell?
I'll
Sell
sell
jackets.
all of my old radio T-shirts that I've come upon, and
Now that might be like you. Those are winning for dinner. Those are probably vintage, and folks might like that. Sybil.
yeah, I've got some old group T-shirts. I've got radio station T-shirts, old Tom Joyner T-shirts, and
Yeah.
and what have you. So if you're interested and you want to buy something, let me know. But I don't know about you. Are you one who buys a lot of gifts for people at Christmas time?
No.
I'm not either. I don't buy gifts for adults, but I do give, and people, and kids really hate me for this in some cases, but I do buy books for the children of my friends.
Me too.
Um, so you do?
Yeah, I buy books, and they're mostly Christian books, and
Okay.
so that they're literally like devotionals and Bible studies. So
Yeah.
they probably really don't like when Aprylette comes around, okay? Because you're gonna get something like that.
Here comes the church lady. Oh, yeah. Praise the Lord. Okay. So the question is, if you could make a request, if you would like something for Christmas, we'd like to hear from you. What is that one thing you want that someone special to know that you would like to receive for Christmas? As I said, I don't exchange gifts, and I do have my god brother and god sister that I spend time with on Christmas Eve. We haven't done it over the last several years, however, but they are ones to exchange gifts, and with my godmother, it was a lot of excess. So I get a little uneasy with that, all of the, just the volume of
Gotcha.
gifts and all that kind of stuff. But I like to see the happiness and the excitement of children and
Yeah.
opening their gifts. And after a while, it just gets a little redundant. Um, but I do appreciate when they really are excited about the
Mhm.
holiday and what
Yeah.
that is. And so I don't have the only request I will tell you, while we're talking about Oprah, the only request I have of Oprah is for her to renew for another season or two or three. My favorite show on the O Network is All Rise. And I
Mm.
love that show, and it has been canceled. Thanks, Oprah.
You
So
need
I
to go
would
do
love
that
for
for my
that's
girl
my
too.
request. That's all I want for Christmas is for Oprah to renew All Rise.
Okay.
So
All right,
that to
Oprah,
me
you
is
got
very
some
simple.
things to put in place, okay?
Okay, okay. What about you? Do you have anything, a secret wish?
Um, a secret wish, no. I will say when it comes around Christmas time, and my stepmother, love her so much, asks me for my list because she is a woman of all things. She loves to make a big deal of everything, and we do the big Christmas tree and all things like that. And I always have a hard time because I don't really receive well. I'm just like, no, it's
Right.
okay. Like I don't need anything. I'll get it myself. I'm good. So I've been like that all my life. But I will say, me being an adult on my own, doing adult things, noticing that mattresses are 700.
Oh, yes,
I'm
ma'am.
gonna say, hey, if anybody wants the gift card, add a couple of dollars towards a new mattress, I would love it because
Right.
mattresses are expensive.
Yes, they are. Yes,
I'm so
ma'am, they are.
confused. I,
It's not like the old days. Your parents would buy a mattress when they first moved into the house, and that same mattress was when you left the house, and now
right,
go
the
back
pillows and
for
everything. I
holidays.
don't
Yeah.
know what this. I'm out of my mind because my back has been hurting. So I know I've been needing. I'm like, oh, I probably need a new mattress. Those babies are expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that will be on my wish list.
Yeah. I'm with you. I understand. I understand. I have a mattress, and when I moved in to where I am now, I got a mattress. It vibrates,
Mm,
and
interesting.
it kind of rocks you, vibrates as you try to go to sleep. So
That's so. Do you like it?
yeah, it's a little quirky, but yeah,
Have you
I've
ever had a
grown to
water
like it.
bed? Were you the water bed type of girl?
No, but I have had friends who have had water beds,
Okay,
and
okay,
um,
friends.
yeah, I've dated water bed owners. And
No,
no,
not
no,
into the water bed.
no. I love water. I love being by water, but the water beds were not my favorite. Uh,
Man, that is
and
so wild. Like to really sleep on a water, like for having your main source of.
mhm.
That's my babysitter when I was younger. Her and her husband had a water bed, and nobody
Uh-huh.
could get on it. Like it was the sacredest thing ever, right? Whatever. But yeah, they used to have like a queen size water bed. Yeah, that was a thing. Wow.
Yeah, it was a thing. Yeah, it was a
Hmm.
thing, and he liked it. So that is let's talk a little bit about Oprah's favorite things and see
Okay.
how you like them. Um, she has some hoop mob melanated hoops earrings, melanated hoop earrings, big hoops. Comes with four natural colors, and the brand says the earrings are very lightweight, so they're large but they're light. Also, top it off, Sherry Touch screen gloves for women. So gloves in which you can use your phone
Um,
while your hands are covered.
gotcha.
And yeah, and it doesn't look like your fingers are only covered to a certain part. It looks like your entire fingers and hands are covered. So and those are about $20 on Amazon. So that's not a bad thing for people who really use their phones, and especially in cold weather.
Mhm.
Um, Now the Marquee Cat Eye Light Blocking Reading Glasses. That's I don't know why they have to be cat eyes. That takes me back to my youth and my father selecting my first pair of eyeglasses, and they were cat eyes, and I was
Never-
distraught. Oh my God, I was so distraught.
I can
And
imagine a little Sybil just, oh my
I
goodness.
was so excited to be able to get glasses and pick out my own glasses. And we went to the store, and the man said, "Here are your glasses." I was like, who told you these? Your father came in and he picked out. I was like,
That
oh,
is so
Jesus.
funny. Oh, so
Oh,
no
it was
cat
so
eye for
not
Sybil.
funny. Oh, it was awful. It was absolutely awful. But I guess, they've come back and some people like them. They're only $30 at Amazon. Reading glasses feature blue light blocking lenses to keep your eyes from straining when you're on your
That's
phone or
important.
your laptop. And they come in four colors and have the cat eye shape. Yay. Um, let's see. Lola Beauty Bag Duos places bags, real nice bags, look like a satin covering, and it look like perhaps a leather like covering
Mm,
for you to put your makeup and other things. I happen to like really big bags, and so I
okay.
need
Bagger.
smaller bags to kind of to categorize.
Organized, yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
everything in the big bag is just you fishing around for stuff.
Right, exactly right. Yep. So that is one of the things that she has, and also the family matching holiday pajamas. I
Oh.
should have worn my today
Little
my
pajama?
black Santa pajama pants. I get them at Old Navy.
Is
And
it time yet to start wearing a Christmas
well, yeah. Yes, Ward White. You should
stuff?
always wear Christmas stuff. He's like, you're wearing Christmas and it's not Christmas anymore. That doesn't matter. Christmas makes me happy. But I will say that these last couple of days when it's been cold, when I wake up, they're good to pull on,
Mm,
because they do keep you warm. And so they do have family matching holiday pajamas, and they also have faux fur mittens,
okay.
and that's where the thumbs are open, and you can use them for your screens. And holiday, I guess, ugly Christmas sweatshirts or sweaters. That's on the list, as well as the cozy chic socks. I
I'll
just
take.
like, yeah,
Mm,
yeah, I like the wool rag socks, and you
yeah.
just
Do
kind of,
you
and
sleep in socks?
not anymore. I used to,
You
but
used to sleep in socks? Oh
yeah.
my goodness. I cannot sleep in socks. Like I feel like people that sleep in socks, something is wrong. Mm-mm.
So what I would do is, in
I'm
those
totally
nights when I would sleep in socks, I would, that's when I would slather my feet in Vaseline and put the socks on.
Yep.
You wake up the next morning, your feet are nice and soft.
Got
Now I need air circulating, and like with the fan and stuff. And so, and I don't have night sweats or anything, but I do just like to keep very cool.
yeah.
And so the socks will, make me very hot. So the question, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to have you share in these few minutes that we have. What's that one gift you would like to receive, that you would like to open? Is it jewelry? Is it keys to a new car? What kind of car? If it is jewelry, earrings, maybe an engagement ring, maybe a nice pair of hoops that you can find at Oprah's Amazon storefront. Or if you'd like Sybil to send you a book, what's the book what's your interest these days?
I
Let me
love
know.
that.
And
Or
so
J. Anthony Brown's hot sauce. Tell him to send some
I can
hot sauce.
make that happen for you too.
Yeah.
I can make that happen for you too. Or my friend Sean is he makes pickles, and they're really
Woo!
tasty.
We gonna have to talk because I need some pickles. I love pickles.
Yeah, he does that, and he also marinates carrot and celery sticks that are quite tasty as well.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So amongst the other things, leggings.
I wonder, are these her favorite things for real, or is she just throwing stuff at the wind?
No, well, I guess they have to be called her favorite things because people send them as their products, and she goes, "Oh, I love this," and we're gonna
Okay,
put
and then
this.
adds it to the list. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. My art book of happiness is a favorite thing for kids. Uh, Art loving parents can introduce kids to artists, in this book, and it has 35 famous artworks with charming text,
Oh,
according to this. Okay, Yolanda, who do we have? Oh, Janice Wade on Facebook. I like that. I'd like maid service for a year. Does it have to be a female maid, or would you like a male maid?
ooh.
And Stephanie Everton on Facebook says a nice pair of sterling silver hoop earrings. I'm with you. Yeah. You can never have enough hoop earrings as far as I'm concerned.
That is
I
true.
love that. Lynn Powell on Facebook. I have a 2015 Honda Sport, and I would love the 2024 model. I
Good thing.
miss a modern car. I'm driving a 10-year-old car right now, and only because I needed to get a car immediately after I had an accident. And
Yeah.
so I have a 2014, and I miss some of the
The
things that,
yes, that
yeah,
yeah. If
that
y'all
you
probably
get
don't
with
have
a
no
newer
backup
car.
camera, you don't got a
Yeah.
backup camera, do you?
Huh?
I said
I
you don't have a
do.
backup. Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, it
It's
does have a backup camera. The quality, the pixels are not very big, and so the quality of the camera is not, great. But yeah, I do have that, and and you know what else I have is the lane management. You can tell who's coming up
really okay.
alongside of you. Yeah, so
Oh, you're
uh,
not doing that bad. That's not
I'm
bad.
not. It's not bad. I miss the hybrid though,
Okay,
because this car is a gas
full gas.
guzzler. The good thing is, and I don't know if you've noticed this, Aprilette, but the price of gas right now is pretty good
I have
in this area.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Oh, Janet Ferguson on Facebook. I'd love to have a boyfriend. I would love to be in a relationship. Well, let's make that happen.
Yes, let's get
Yes,
that popping for
give
you,
us
baby.
all the qualities you want, and we'll
And
put it out in
we
the
gonna match
universe.
make it.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. We did that for Cameron. It didn't work out, but we did have that kind of show for them.
Fine.
I like that Gwen Turner on YouTube. I would like the most expensive Vitamix. I would like a mixer too.
Okay.
I think I would use it this time. I've had them before, but I think this time.
Then this time will be the time.
Right, right. This is the time. This is the time. Yeah, I like those, especially those where you can do it in one section, and then you can screw the top on and take it with you for the
Yep.
rest of the day if you want it for your lunch or whatever. I like the Vitamix idea, absolutely. And Janice, we're gonna work on that boyfriend thing. Would you like
Mm.
to be the Golden Bachelorette?
Ooh, I heard that was kind of like that. It was going good, like a good run.
I think they're going to do it. I'm interested in having them have a woman do it, and I would love to have a sister do it. I always
Mhm.
watch the Bachelor, Bachelorette, or the Bachelorette when they have the black women, black
Yeah, and there was a black
Bachelorette.
girl last season, right?
Just
Or that just
yeah,
happened,
yeah,
and
just
she ended
before
up
this,
picking.
she picked the
Yeah,
African. Yeah,
yes, I thought
yeah.
they were good together. I was scared that she was gonna pick the other guy. I don't know, his name is Joe, but
There
he was
was
a white
something
guy.
about him. Yeah, it was just
Yeah,
he had some stuff and he wasn't very forthcoming with his issues.
that's
So that we're going to get started on talking about Christmas wants and wishes and things like that. But this is a good kickoff for that, and I hope that we can return to it. And I hope that we can get Santa Larry on with us. I think he would like Santa
Santa
Larry.
Larry. I've
Yeah,
never
he
met Santa Larry.
Okay, okay. Meet Santa Larry. He's fun. He's so delightful. All
Mhm.
right. Thank you so much for participating. We're going to get on some of those wishes for you, ladies. And Aprilette, maybe for your list for your stepmom, maybe we can work on that
That
too.
matches. Okay.
That's right. That's right. Let's talk about what's trending. And the House today has passed a bill that would provide the $14 billion in aid to Israel as it wages war against Hamas. But Democrats say it's dead on arrival in the Senate. And the president has vowed to veto the Republican backed bill. Mostly along party lines, the bill was passed with nearly all Republicans supporting the measure and nearly all Democrats. Some Democrats did go over to the other side and support the Republican bill, championed by the new Speaker, Mike Johnson. It's pairing Israel aid with $14.3 billion in cuts to the IRS funding that was approved through the president's 2022 sweeping climate, health, and tax law. It got a little help, as I said, but the Senate, which I mean, it has to pass in both the House and the
Mhm.
Senate in order for it to go to the president, and it's the Senate saying no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to take this money away from the IRS, and the IRS is going after the big money people who are not paying their fair share in taxes.
Mm.
This is one case where Mike Johnson and the Republicans are helping out the big money guys and what they call amping up the enforcement to catch tax cheats, bringing in more revenue. So we'll see what happens. And also, they want Aprilette, to have a multi pronged bill to help people, not only to help Israel, but to help Ukraine, which the Republicans say they don't want to do, to help Taiwan, which is always under the imminent threat of China, to help it with the border crisis as well. So, and that would be like $100+ billion
Mm.
package.
And okay, so this is a bill that they want to go
This
ahead
is
and
what the president has asked for. The Republicans don't want to do this. Mike Johnson, the new speaker, said, no, we'll give you money for Israel, but as far as Ukraine, nope, nope, nope.
mm.
And no money for Taiwan, and you need to work on the border yourself.
Wow, he
So,
ain't got no backup. Like there's no backup.
well, the backup will come. Thank you for mentioning that. The backup will come when people go to the polls next year and replace some of the Republicans who have um, been disappointments to their constituents.
Mm.
those that, fooled around for 3 weeks trying to find a Speaker of the House, those that refuse to acknowledge that Joe Biden is the President of the United States,
Yeah.
and those that were encouraging people to build up the forces for the insurrection in January 2021. So this is an opportunity to kind of swing the political curve and move in another direction
Yeah.
and give.
There's a major opportunity for that for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. But do your homework. This is what we've been talking about, is those issues that are important to you, and find out who is going to be representing, or who wants your vote in the House, in the Senate. Every member of the House is up for election.
Mm.
1/3 of the Senate is up for election. So that's about 33 members of the Senate. And also the president and their running mates will be up for, and
This could
their
be,
running mate, the
cleaning.
vice president.
Like this run could really be cleaning house.
This can be a big deal, or as Joe Biden likes to say, a big effing deal. Because in 2020, when Joe Biden won, the House also went Democrat, as they were voting against Donald Trump. They were voting against the Republicans who held power in the House,
Mhm.
and they had just enough votes in the Senate to give a 50-50 split in the House, after they had the special elections in Georgia. And so then the 50-50 split, and who breaks the tie? The vice president.
Mhm.
So all of these things play a part in giving the president the numbers that he needs to get the things that he promises done by
Yeah.
the House and the Senate.
Yeah.
So um, another brand of eye drops has been added to the FDA's list of potentially harmful products. Consumers are now being told to avoid the Walmart brand of Equate hydration
Mm.
lubricant eye drops in the 10 milliliter size, which is already being removed from the Walmart store shelves and its online marketplace due to the risk of eye infections. Do you use eye drops? Do you have dry eye?
I do use eye drops because I have contacts, but I do not use the Walmart brand. But that's good to
Well,
know.
there's more. There's like
Oh,
20 something brands.
oh, that's scary.
Yeah, the Food and Drug Administration said that because of the potential risk to eye infections, and it could harm people to the point that would lead to partial or complete vision loss.
Ooh. Mm-mm.
Last week, the federal health regulators first warned consumers to either avoid or throw out 26 other products that were meant to treat dry or irritated eyes after investigation revealed that they were in sanitary conditions within the labs where they were creating the eye care products,
Wow.
contaminating the products that are intended to be sterile. So eye drops sold at CVS, Rite Aid, Target, just one of the 26, 27 brands now. I'm also mentioning Walmart could cause these eye infections, and vision loss. So go to the FDA website and find out, and if you have those in your medicine
Oh,
cabinet,
oh,
go and
no.
check it out. Yeah, and
Jeez.
throw them out. Um, Toyota is recalling, I don't, recalling almost 2 million of the RAV4 vehicles in this country. The affected SUVs are certain 2013 through 2018 model years. They made this announcement this week. The safety recall is due to a fire risk. Okay. Regarding battery replacements, some replacement 12-volt batteries of the size specified for the subject vehicles have smaller top dimension. This is just way too
Technically,
technical for the room. But go to Toyota's website and
it's the
find out
recall.
if your car is being recalled. The National Transportation Safety website also, if you have the VIN for your car, just the identification that you can
Mhm.
get there inside your front window. You go there and you can find out if your car is being recalled for any particular reason. And Toyota says it's working on a remedy, but it didn't mention whether there have been any fires or accidents related to this battery recall. And they say they hope to have everybody notified by Toyota by the end of December.
Before somebody blows up, like let's
Right, right. The
Jesus.
good news is that if you own a 2013 to 18 hybrid or plug-in hybrid vehicle, you're not affected by this. So,
Mhm.
and then did I mention I missed my hybrid? Price hikes on the horizon for McDonald's and Chipotle. They expect to see increases in their menu prices in California as a result of the minimum wage price hike.
Increasing. Yeah.
Yep,
So now
because
they're gonna increase the food.
yep, they're going to increase the price of the food so that we can help them pay for people
Child, ain't
making.
nothing in this world free. Okay, that is the moral of the story. Like you either gonna rob Peter to pay Paul, or you just gonna have to pay Paul from
The
what you.
homespun wisdom of Aprylete Russell. We're gonna have to be robbing from Peter to pay Paul.
Man, like you just can't win for lose. Okay, well
Yeah,
I don't think those
they're
places
moving the
good.
minimum wage to $20 an hour. I'm not mad at that,
Yeah, that's wonderful.
and but the prices are already we've already
Already
seen
high.
seen an increase in the price
Mhm.
of foods, of fast
Mm.
foods. They said they are needing to increase the prices mid to high single digits, such as 4 to 6%, or high is 7 to 9% increase in the price of your food
Mm.
products.
I feel so sad for y'all.
How happy was I last night when the Texas Rangers won the
Oh,
World Series?
yes, I know you were super happy. Were you happy?
I was
Crazy fan?
very happy. I was so happy. That was my team for this season, and really excited. As much as I like Dusty Baker, who is the coach of the manager for the Houston Astros, I was more excited about the Rangers winning the World Series for the first time
The
in
first?
their history. Right?
Yeah.
Um, okay, that really excites you. I can see. But for the first time, I mean, the Rangers have been in existence for 60 years. For the first
Wow.
time, they went to the World Series and they won it. The last time I believe was 2011, and they lost to the St. Louis Cardinals. Yeah,
I'm a
we're not.
Cleveland
I'm a Chicago fan too. Uh, Cardinals, not my friends. Um,
fan.
but so that was last night, and the people were so excited. Oh my
Oh, of
gosh,
course. Of
they
course.
were.
Did they have a
But
parade and
yeah,
everything?
they went everywhere, from
Yeah.
downtown to Arlington, where the ball field is, and all of this, and it was just so great. People who at the last minute bought tickets in because
Yeah.
they won on the road in Arizona, and people bought tickets and bought a plane ticket, Southwest Airlines, for example, to go to be there for
Oh,
the
wow.
game, and the Rangers did not disappoint.
Look at that.
And
Shout out to them.
no violence. That
That's
was the greatest thing. No
yeah.
shooting of guns, no burning or anything. People were just
Mhm.
genuinely
Country folks
very
in their
happy.
case, silly
Yep.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that we see in some of our other towns, but
Mhm.
in the celebration of their first World Series, the big parade is tomorrow. It's
Wow.
Friday, and they say that the Rangers have been in Arlington since 1972. So we're talking 50 years there, 60 years since the team came into existence. And they shut down the town, people, honking and driving through,
Yes,
and
so
and
good.
and going to the stores to get their World Series gear.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah,
Oh, so
yeah.
awesome. So
Yeah,
good
it was
for them.
very cool. So tomorrow is Rangers Celebration Day. The schools are closed in
Oh, wow.
Arlington and a number of other places, another of other school districts, and it kicks off maybe about noonish tomorrow.
Okay. You gonna be out there on the parade?
I don't think so. I will watch from afar because I just love to watch. I mean, I never went to the parades like when the Bulls won,
Mhm.
and I was here in Dallas when my beloved Cubs won, which
Even
was
like doing radio, you didn't have to like just even
no,
work.
no, no. I was by the time they won, I was probably here in Dallas for some of those, and they sent out the younger, cuter girls
The
for the
promo thing.
Bulls. The Bulls.
So they sent out the promo team so they could just walk around, okay?
Right, handing out, stuff and
Flag
doing all that. So the parade is tomorrow, and I'm just so happy. And today is the anniversary, the 7th anniversary that the Chicago Cubs won their one and only World Series.
Okay.
It was November 2nd, 2016, and I will never forget that night. The game was delayed by rain, and they came back. They were losing. They came back against Cleveland and won, and I lost my voice.
Where were
Didn't
you
lose my. I was in Dallas.
at? Okay, wow. So you were watching on television.
Yep, yep,
Mm-hmm,
yep,
mm-hmm.
yep. So,
She said she lost
um,
her voice, yeah.
oh man, I love it. So let's move to entertainment, my young friend. The Grammys haven't always had the best relationship with the music of hip hop or hip hop artists. Some call it complicated at best, but the first award for best rap performance wasn't handed out until 1989. Do you remember who
Wow.
won that?
No, but 1989, that wasn't that long ago. That was what, 34 years ago?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's exactly what it
Look
was.
at that. Yeah.
DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince for Parents Just Don't Understand.
Wow.
Yep. A number of people boycotted the show because the category wasn't even televised. I believe they did, and they say that the Recording Academy finally got their acts together, and they started. They were under a lot of heat because they said they favored mainstream types
Mhm.
of music over the influential artists and songs of rap and hip hop. And so now the 65th annual Grammys is on its way, and they said, or during this time, they finally came around to understanding the importance of that. And there were awards at the 65th Grammys for rap performance, melodic rap performance, rap song, rap album, and it also featured a standout celebration of the 50th anniversary of hip hop. The Grammy Salute to 50 Years of Hip Hop concert will be taped next week, November 8th. That's next Wednesday at the
Mhm.
YouTube Theater in Los Angeles, and then it will air Sunday, December 10th. That's a lot of stuff they do during the holidays, right? And it'll air on CBS and Paramount Plus. And the first group of performers include Black Thought, Bun B, Common, De La Soul, Jermaine Dupri, The Lady of Rage, LL Cool J, Moni Love, The Far Side, Queen Latifah, Questlove, Rakim, Remy Ma, Uncle Luke, and Yo Yo. And so all of them are going to be there. I think
Okay.
it's going to be hosted by Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff.
Okay.
So that'll be very cool.
Yeah.
And that'll be taped next Wednesday, which is also the night of the Republican convention, the Republican debate. But we
You
will
know,
see it. We'll see
chillings.
the concert on December 10th on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Do you have any favorite rap or hip hop songs?
I don't honestly. No, I don't have any favorite rap songs. I do. I mean, I do listen to rap. I do enjoy it from time to time, but I'm more of a gospel girl. But I
Right.
don't have any favorite, honestly. But one song that really gets me like pumping is
Uh-huh.
a song called I think it's called like Champions or something. I just love the beat and it just like, it gets me in my bag when I'm feeling like I just need to kind of pump it up a little bit.
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah. I
what about
have those. Actually, I was thinking about those songs that I would play first thing in the morning when I was getting up at 3 a.m. and and we were talking about Kirk Franklin. You went to see him last week,
you?
and was Smile was
Yeah.
always was one of those that used to, or Love on Top, which was Beyonce's
No,
song.
that's a good one too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's move to the Jewel Yogi's Daily Inspiration. And the theme this week I really enjoyed. The theme is fun. And
Oh.
so in her daily inspiration, fun is the glue that binds friends together.
Oh,
That's nice.
I love
That's
that. So it's like you gotta have some fun in your
yeah,
friendships.
that's right. Absolutely.
Oh.
So that is our daily inspiration and it's been fun. Where's Gucci D?
So Goody Daddy is upstairs. We are in the other area, so I did not bring him tonight. So he's upstairs doing his thing. Yeah.
What?
He's been a little tired today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's moving like he's 11. So today he's a little tired.
Oh,
So we're letting him
oh.
rest a little bit. Won't bring his old little body down here tonight. He's
I
probably
love
upstairs
that.
going crazy. He's probably like, "Mama, why you didn't bring me?" But he's
Right, right. Did Miss Sybil ask about me? Yeah, tell him
it's
again.
Thursday.
Isn't this TV day for us? So have a wonderful weekend, my friend. I hope you get outside to play.
No, I hope you get outside to play since you did not leave and see any sunshine today. So you need
I
all of
know, and the sunshine is definitely gone now,
yeah.
so I will. I
So
promise I will. Thank you. Wonderful as always, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. And thank you all for joining us and participating in our little show. We appreciate you. We'll see you all next week. Get out there and have some fun and be good to each other. Aloha.